Welcome to the Number Next 30 and 30. It is springtime. The dogwoods are starting to bloom. That means you've probably got your garden tilled up. I don't, but you definitely probably, is that a thing? You probably definitely, how about this? It's very likely that you've got seed started. I've got started. I've got tomatoes that should have been up, they're not up. And you're probably thinking about that kind of stuff. I'll tell you what you're probably not thinking about. You're probably not thinking about watering stuff. It's not that time of year. You know, April, and if you'd even put your garden out in April, and May, at least in Middle Tennessee, you're not thinking about water because we've got we've got as much as we need. Probably got too much, probably hard to get in the garden a little bit. But a consideration to make is not April, it's not May, but it is June, and definitely July, and probably August. And you, with a little planning, can knock those months out right now. Let me show you what I mean. Here is an irrigation system for the garden. We installed it on this garden last year. And I'm gonna start from the faucet, okay? Now, we're not gonna go to the faucet because I don't have one over there, but you can get a timer and you put it on your faucet and you just program it in. I'm sure there's a good YouTube video of it. And that allows you to set your time every day on what time your faucet will turn on. You just leave your water turned on and you put the program the time in at 4:07 or whatever time you want. Boom, a valve opens up and it shoots your water into your main line, which is probably, if you're like us, it's a hose. And the hose runs over and it comes to this next thing, which is a pressure regulator. This regulates the pressure in your line. If you look at it, there's an inside for your hose to screw in. I got a little bit of dirt in there. And then on this side, it's your outlet. And it's basically another hose fitting right there, but it goes to some pipe. Now this actually has the tag on it, so I can tell you what kind of pipe it is. Well, it's a 100-foot section. It's nothing discernible. Maybe you can discern something from that, but not I, says me. But it's just plastic pipe. It's irrigation pipe. It's made for irrigation. And look, come over here. The next thing that we have, I have to dig it out. And this pipe runs across the edge, the end of the garden right here. And right here on every row, so we got a row right there. We've got a fitting in here. And the fitting just punches in to this main line. And it's got an on and off switch right there. You've got another fitting right here. And some drip tape runs onto that. And this drip tape runs all the way under this. And I've got it right in the middle. And if you've never seen drip tape, I actually got a big roll right here. Drip tape has little perforations on it. Can you see that? See that little hole right there? And you can get it at different intervals, but that one's about 4 inches right there in between, 4-inch drip tape. And the reason it's called tape is because it lays flat until the water comes on, the pressure, it opens it up. And you just run it down your beds right here, or your rows, and it will water everything in there. And of course you've got this covering on top to keep all your weeds out. And if you do a lot of gardening, that is a huge benefit because number one, you don't have to think to water. You can have your water turned on as long as the kids don't turn it off. And the timer comes on, the water comes out here, the pressure's just perfect. You know the amount. You can set that timer to go for a certain few minutes. And the only thing that you might have to do is, you remember those drip tape valves, you might have to turn those off if you've got specialized rows. If you've got everything the same, not a big deal. You can just let it run. You've got that underneath here. There's no weeding to be done except for your middles right here. You can see towards the end of the season, we just let ours go. And it makes it just so easy that gardening's actually enjoyable. I would highly suggest putting in an irrigation system and using some kind of cover. We've used straw, we've used hose, and we've used this landscaping fabric. Buddy, hands down, this is the way to go. So hit the subscribe button, leave me a comment, tell us what kind of covering you use to keep weeds out, what kind of weed barrier, and tell us, do you use an irrigation system? What did I leave out? What do you want to know more about? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. God bless you. See you on here tomorrow.